Because this is where we basically open the phone lines, open our other streaming platforms and other means of public contribution to allow you participate in all the conversations that we've been having all day. It's not a monologue. We definitely appreciate the input of the public, and so that is why we want to create an avenue where you can call in and just speak your mind. I know that a lot of times we try to direct and guide the conversations just so we can control what we're doing on radio, but this one singular day in the week, which is Thursday, we call it Open Mic Thursday. We give you the liberty to talk about any story of your choosing, whether it be old, whether it be new, or even a developing story. So you've heard all of the reports from today's newspapers. If you want to talk about that, you can by all means do so. If you want to refer to a story that was addressed yesterday, please do so. Even a story that happened last year and you think is relevant to all of the things playing out this particular year, by all means do so. Please be reminded once again that we are live on Facebook at this very moment. We're also live on YouTube, so you can choose any platform that you're comfortable with. You can join us via our live stream, and you can also leave your messages using the chat options made available on those streaming platforms. We're also on X, or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. You can follow us at Mainland FM. Follow us, tweet, and then we'll definitely get to your contributions. Of course, we usually take the submission of Fuad Said. Let's hear his focus for the day before we start to take other opinions. Fuad, good morning to you once again, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, Sage.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Of course. So what's your story?
Well, yeah, two stories. I want to start with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar contesting in 2027.
Right.
Of course, that conversation again started yesterday when Daniel Bwala, his spokesperson, going on a TV interview, said that, look, he's going to run. So if Daniel Bwala is saying, clearly that Atiku will run in 2027, then we can, of course, agree that he's going to run. He wants to run. Although some of us have thought that, yes, he may probably be giving it a last shot. This is like the sixth time, that he has attempted to become president. He started in 1993. That's Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, far back as 1993. That's during the Abiola, era. He was one of the presidential candidates at that time. So I have to tell you the wealth of experience he has running for president. In 2007, he gave it a shot too. In 2011, 2015, 2019, and 2023. Currently, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is 77 years old. So by the year 2027, he will be 81. So that should tell you what his age. So I'm thinking that, look, there might be questions around his age in 2027. If he's currently 77 years old, and he will be around 81 at that time, of course, there will be conversations around his age and whether he has the physical ability, capacity to deliver. But beyond all of that, I think that, look, like I said earlier in the morning, the race towards 2027 have started. That's the way we play politics in Nigeria. So we're just looking at, political and the way we handle politics in Nigeria. The work has started. All of those presidential interventions you are seeing in Rivers State, in Ondo State, the political calculation in Kano, in Plateau, everywhere. The game has started. The game has started full time. But I have my worries about the approach of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. To things. Just the same way he approached the last election, the G5 crisis, the way he handled it, and even the way he handled the entire campaign process and all of that. How he was not able to unify the PDP, the crisis, how he allowed the crisis to fester, and eventually losing the election. And if he's not careful, the way he's also planning towards 2027, he's going to be roundly defeated by the APC. Because I don't see him, I've not seen him commit to properly playing opposition politics the way it should be played and the way it should be done. For example, there's nothing wrong for us to have a dummy budget from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar for 2024. An opposition dummy budget. Now look, this is what the APC has presented. But if I was the president, this will be my budget for 2024. These are the amounts, this is what I'm going to appropriate to education, this is what I'm going to give to defense, this is what I'm going to give to healthcare. You don't understand? That's what is called practical opposition politics. Now look, this is their own budget. But if I was the president, this would be my budget. There's nothing wrong that at this time we should have what is called an opposition shadow cabinet by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. That if I was the president, this person would have been my minister for health. This person would have been my CBN governor. You don't understand.
Right.
So he begins to endear himself to the people and begins to talk to these issues. It's not just to sit down and begin to call for coalition, and then you come in 2027 and they defeat you again. Play the politics. This is the time for him to put his foot down, get people on ground, get himself to talk more to the people and to the issue. That's what is called serious opposition politicking, and that is missing. And I also think he needs to change his circle, his immediate circle. He needs a boiling room, a political boiling room of people with ideas, with concepts, with strategy. Because this is, if Atiku tried severally to defeat Buhari and he couldn't defeat him, it's not going to be easy to defeat the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I agree that in 2027, it's going to be a serious referendum on the performance of this president.
Right.
But beyond all of that, there are also political aspects of the game that should be played before we even talk about the conversation about whether people will vote or not vote. So I think he needs to change his cycle, he needs to change his strategy, he needs to be more available, and he should be ready to do the hard work. It's not going to be by mere, look, if he decides to put every political party together with the PDP at that time, the APC can still defeat them. Because it's not just about the numbers, it's also about the substance. What quality will they bring to the ballot for him? So I think he needs to make up his mind. If he really wants to run, even though, like I said, by that time there will be questions around his age. But if he really wants to run, and he thinks he has the capacity to run, he should be ready to do the hard work. And I think he should change his cycle. He should remove people like Lɪධᴇ from hovering around him. Get people who can think. Sorry?
What did you know do to you, Fuad?
It's not about it. It's just one person. There are so many others. That's the one I can easily remember. He should get people who can, when you say, look, and that's the difference with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Look, whatever you say about him or his style, the reality is that he knows how to play the game. And he has a lot of people who can think through a lot of things for him. When it comes to politics, I'm not talking about governance now. Because again, before you talk about governance, you talk about politics. Right. You win the election before you talk about governance. So Atiku, I don't know if he stands a chance. Is he qualified? Yes. But can he play the politics to win? He has enough experience. If you have started trying from 1993, I think he should get his strategy right this time so that he can have a decent showing or probably win the election in 2027 if God says he will win. But there's nothing to show that he's really intentional and committed to winning in 2027. That's my opinion on that. And then on the issue of PMS pricing or not, I would just say that, look, we need some level of transparency, openness from the government on the situation of things. We have not deregulated anything. Don't be deceived by all these words of deregulation, market forces and all of that. The reality is that, look, subsidy is bad. It is still a heavily regulated market. Since the NNPCL is still the sole importer. And I'm saying that, look, the era where we are appropriating money to subsidy is even better than a period where we don't know what is happening. So all of this recovery or that recovery or not still shows that, look, there's a lot going on that we don't know as far as the management of our oil resources is concerned in Nigeria, and we need to know the people.
All right, Fuad, many thanks for your submissions. It's now time for us to take phone calls. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. That's 0913-6000-410. That's the phone line. If you want to send a WhatsApp message or a text message, you can do so via the number 0913-6000-430. Again, 0913-6000-430. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can join us via those streaming platforms as well, and you can definitely send us a message using the live chat option available on those platforms. So just punch in your message and I would read it live on air. Don't forget to follow us on X as well. We are at Mainland FM, but for the live stream, just search Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook or YouTube and you're immediately connected to our platforms on there. But for now, let's start taking contributions via the phone lines. 0913-6000-410. Each caller is allowed 2 minutes of submission. Hello.
Hello, Babalola.
Good morning to you, Mr. Peter.
Good morning. What do you go give me for being the first to call today?
So we'll talk about it later.
Okay, now. Now, Mr. Fuad Bauga, all that one you are enumerating that if Atiku should do, he may win if God allows. Do you know that God can allow something and somebody disallow temporarily? I know you are not a Christian, but from my Christian book, the Bible, we are told that God told a person that, look, your prayer has been heard, and what you asked for was released, but Lucifer stood on the way and hold it until a Michael will come and dislodge you. If God said Tဃᴇ will win, and the INEC appointed by the sitting president, and this Mahmoud Yakub will still remain, forget about that. Tဃᴇ will not go anywhere. Everything I'm trying to say is that it's not about the strategy you are putting in place. It's not about who comes in. It's not about what you do. I am telling Nigerians that, in fact, if Mahmoud Yakubu or any other INEC chairman is appointed by the president who is interested in the same election, and the INEC commissioners are appointed by the same party that is in power, no opposition will win in Nigeria, and Peter Monson will not vote. So let me get that clear. Except if there is a law they made from the National Assembly that will say, look, the INEC chairman will either be elected or selected by the constituency, I mean by the professors themselves, and the INEC commissioners, and then the police officers, all of them that will be interested in that election will not be appointed by the president. Anything outside that, after all, the piper will pick the tune that he will select him. Now, finally, on the what Obasanjo has said, the money he was able to get from Paris Club, where is the money? And then we have been talking about this woman, the disaster woman. How much money?
Thank you, Mr.
The Minister for Aviation carrying a Nigerian flag to go and wrap one old aeroplane from Ethiopia and bring
Thank
it.
you.
And then the NNPC. Look, we have to get these people to bring back this money.
Thank you, Mr.
Accountant General,
Thank
bring
you.
the money so that we don't borrow again.
Thank you so very much for calling. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Hello. Good morning, Babalola.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please, I want for her. I don't know whether he's listening. I just want to ask him, who is the president? The petroleum minister. That is number one. And I want a clarification. As far as the world is concerned, Babalola, who among a nation that have crude oil is carrying his crude oil to go and refine somewhere else? I did my research. Among all the oil producing countries, no country, that is my own research, I don't know whether I'm wrong, no country is having a crude oil, producing oil, and then it's now taking it for refining. This, as small as Uganda is refining it, is crude oil in its country. So, you see, if my assumption, my research is correct, that means our leader does not wish this country well. They kill on bastardizing this country. And let me just go forward. You see, I'm pleased. I'm pleading with our president. Our president should be factual with Nigeria. Nigeria is suffering in the sense of, because of man-made issues, because of what our leaders have put us into. Now, I want him to be factual with what he's saying to Nigeria. They voted in me, but what we are saying now is a reverse case. The issue of refinery. Now, I heard this from news that they said, Port Harcourt refinery is about 75%, a complexion. So how long will we continue to mention 75, 74, 75 when we were told that Port Harcourt refinery will commence work from December? We are now in January. So, and I want you to understand, whatever he did to Nigeria is going to be appraisal. It's going to be his appraisal for 2027. There's no doubt about that. And what Fawad said about Atiku, well, Atiku does not have a kind of, political mathematician. So it's just unfortunate for him, because I don't think with what we saw with him, he has degree. Somebody who cannot manage his party, how will he manage Nigeria? Let me stop for others to call. Thank you very much. If I want to reply me, what I said about the minister, about the country that have good oil, that they are carrying the good oil to another place to refine.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a better one. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, this is about Peter. What of my friend Fuad?
He's very well, thank you.
Okay. God bless all of you.
And you too.
Yes. On open mic today, my take is on the issue of the late Oᴘᴇᴜ of Ondo State.
Okay.
Yes. Oᴘᴇᴜ is a personal friend, very, very good personal friend, the former governor of Ondo State, and he was the former president of the Nigerian Association National, you know, before he contested for governor, I mean for governorship. And his passing, while I want to commiserate with his family and, you know, friends and associates, I think a strong exception over his medical treatment was handled, because I have a feeling but my fellow were almost age mates, you know, in the mid-60s. And I think his medical issue was politicized, highly politicized. And because of the way it was handled, we lost him. You know, anybody who followed the newspaper account, the media account of how he was taken abroad for treatment and he was returned and he went to his personal house in Ibadan to stay, and he could not even function on those states for more than 3 months. You know, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. We have turned medical editor public officials into a very big, source of money or making a source of yes. So my suggestion is that they should legislate. The National Assembly should legislate against medical tourism.
Thank you.
Buhari did medical tourism will also over billions.
Thank you so very much for calling. Hello.
Hello, Sage.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Yeah, my name is Mṛ.
All right, welcome, sir.
I need to talk on more. We need to talk more on insecurity, really, because it is, I don't know, the debt toll is climbing. If you look at the APC regime right from Buhari time to present now, I think they have the highest debt toll right now. Lives have been lost. Tinubu right now needs to look into state security, state policing. It could start with the borders. What we have in the US and other countries of the world, we have what we call border patrol. It is mostly under the jurisdiction of the states. It could start with that. We need to start policing our borders. Our borders are poor. Both the borders and the coastal lines. We have, in Europe and the US, what we call coast guard. Then on the land issue, we have what we call border patrols. These border patrols, they're not only on land, they also survey from the air too. These crimes are perpetrated, especially in Plateau State. If you listen to the comments or investigation coming in from Plateau State, they said these people do not even speak our languages. The people that came in from the bandits that came into Plateau State do not even speak our language. And they are coming out from other countries to control our borders. And then they're coming as close as the state capital itself. They are very close to the state capital of Abuja. What's going on? The president has to take security as the #1 priority. It is a state of emergency right now.
Thank you.
I know if the apparatus is not working, you should change the apparatus.
Thank you so much.
And again, what is the? I don't know. The National Security Advisor, Rebado, he seems to be very, very quiet about. I wonder how what his KPI right? What they call it? Key performance index right now look like right now.
Thank you so much.
He doesn't seem to be in control of the.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Hello, Mainland FM.
Good morning.
Morning to you, Madam Ife. Happy New Year.
This is Madam
Are you okay?
It's okay, too clear.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is everything okay? Do you have?
I cough. I can't.
Yes, sorry, it's probably the weather.
I was reading somewhere that is raining in Lagos. I not beg God that God, please bring the rain this time to bring down all these dust here. Kind. Not be feeling too well. How are you? Happy New Year, of our
Happy New Year. Here.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, mobile, Sandra, all of you.
Yes.
I love you. Young station, but very, very vibrant.
Thank you.
Look, I want to talk about this stolen money that towards the tail end of Buhari's regime, a lot of contracts were just flying all over the place. Go and bring to planet like to Nigeria call up. And look at the rest of people in there. You people out there, you went to rent and pay, and let them pay it, and you collected billions. Same thing with money. They printed our money. They told us they used 56 or 58 billion to print naira. Naira not see. Now I'm still using money looking for naira. I use 200 to take 5,000, 400 for 10,000 for POS. You go to ATM, you might not see enough money. They are sharing it. All this money that these people, I'm again, like somebody like Madam Mifi, I'm an advocate of that humanitarian, poverty alleviation ministry. I'm an advocate of creating that ministry. It should not exist because these people are dealing with physical cash. You cannot carry money and give to somebody now. No matter how biblical you are, Quranic you be tempted. Then you will remember you want to go and buy one gold like this you saw in social media.
Thank you.
And you want to go and buy that this. So all these type of things, they should let these people collect this money back from these people.
Thank you.
As former Accountant General of the Federation, bring back that money. I saw him at Ghana Abbas, looking very young and fresh. With Nigerian money in his pocket, the government is looking at things.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for calling. Well, we're still taking submissions. It's Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. It's open mic Thursday. So for the next, 30 minutes, we're still going to be available to take your submissions on any story of your choosing. We're still streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, where you can drop your submissions on there as well. On Facebook, 98.3 FM, just search for us. We'll be available, or www.facebook.com/mainland 98.3 FM, whichever you find most convenient. Same for YouTube as well. We're also taking WhatsApp submissions as well as text messages for those who do not have access to the internet to be online. All right, let me take a few WhatsApp messages that we've gotten so far so that we're able to get contributions from different angles. I'm sorry. We have you on WhatsApp. I'm convinced that the APC does not have anything else to offer us. They removed Jonathan from the seat of power, and today they have done worse things. Those who protested at Ojota are quiet at the moment. Killing, hardship, excess borrowing, no hope, infrastructural collapse, dollar exchange hike, and more. I wish we had a national assembly. Tinubu should probe Buhari if truly he met an empty treasury. Buhari's government did not do what was expected of him. The Tucano jets that were meant to fight terrorists are today just used to decorate the airport. Fuel price hike, and I will be the last person to believe in the NNPCL. Atiku shouldn't be in Dubai and be talking about 2027. He should come back to Nigeria. The federal government should release Nnamdi Kanu, and also, where is Leah Sharibu? Chijoke from Isolo sent that particular message. Let's get other WhatsApp messages that we've gotten so far. Okay. Renewed hope. Senator Shehu Sani have said the whole truth about this government and all of their officials. Their speeches and promises are like that of a native doctor who raises hope about addressing all the problems, but always without a timeline. Sorry for anyone who still takes their promises on the economy, on policies, on subsidy, security and budget and every other thing serious. Let me once again remind them of the need to apologize to Goodluck Jonathan over the falsehood and negative propaganda that they carried against his government. Yet, they are struggling to do what they wanted him to do with ease. Steve from Ijanikin sent that particular message. We have another one here. Good morning, crew. Anyone waiting for this crop of rulers to protect us are joking with their lives. Please do everything within your reach to protect or defend yourself and your entire family. If you die for nothing. Mayor from Oᴘᴇ sent that particular message. Thank you. We have one here. Good morning, Mainland FM. This is Gege Joshua from Ebute Meta. Atiku is not going to be a threat to President Tinubu anytime soon. He is not a very serious politician. He's too selfish to dethrone President Tinubu. If there is no new strategy to win the people's confidence with the Southern candidate, President Tinubu will get another smooth win come 2027. Let me take one more message before I go back to the phone. All right. Good morning, Madam Sage. Since Mr. President is a master strategist in politics and negotiation, as seen last year in Ondo and Rivers states, let him also negotiate political solutions in releasing Nnamdi Kanu from detention to enable the southeastern part of the country to have relative peace. It's time we forget the past mistakes and move forward. Noah from Igondo sent this on WhatsApp. Thank you very much, Noah, for your submission. Let me go back to the phone. 0913 6000 410. It's Open Mic Thursday. Good morning to you.
Morning to you, Papa Lola.
Good morning to you, Prince Wallace.
Thank you, my dear.
Yes.
You see, number one, that disaster woman failed to show up yesterday. I think they should get her arrested anywhere she is now. And if they are arrested, but she must be detained. Number one. Number two, the marketer, they have no right to be dictating for Nigeria. NFP is so important of fuel to the country. They are the exporter of our food. Let them do manuals and plus and save the country. Mr. President say after this current plus, it's not exist anymore. Whether it's the quality suspension or the quality subsidy, we don't want Nigeria to suffer anymore. That's for that. And for Atiku for me, if we got destiny him to be president of Nigeria, nothing we can do. But he should play the politics very well. 8 years to the north, 8 years to the south. If you allow the south to benefit in 8 years. What I will say now is for people like Peter Obi to go back to PDP. Because when we are talking of opposition today that can comfort the APC, it is PDP. How many governors did you have? How many governors did the PDP have? So as of today, the major opposition in this country today is PDP. And if you want to be there for 2027, you should go back to PDP and fight it out. Because Southerners should be the candidate of PDP come 2027. Let it not rest for another 8 years to take over. So for me, Atiku as a man, they have been contesting for 30 years. Even though Tinubu party allow him to contest, where Obasanjo they will have a problem with him. So for me, if it is destiny to rule, if it is not destiny, what they can do? When you talk of policy today, as well when you talk of body law, that is inversion of politics. The man no politics is mentor, Awolowo, he's doing better than them today. So for me, want to rescue power from APC, you must prepare very well.
Thank
Good
you.
morning to you, my dearest Papa Lola Sage.
Good morning to you as well. Hello.
Morning to you, Sage. How are you? Engineer from Yaba.
Nice to have you, sir. Good morning.
God bless you, my dear. I will always preach egalitarianism. When Ajuluchuku, Ebenezer Babatope, and the rest of them, Bola Ige, in 1979, to be telling you egalitarian. Are we practicing egalitarian now? That I will always be a mentor to Tinubu. It is not done. And they cannot say Atiku play a bad politics. Atiku remain the leader of PDP, and he's doing it very well. Anywhere he is, he has investment in Nigeria, he has his people here in Nigeria, and he's also have the right as a. We have Nigeria is divided into 3 geopolitical zones: north, west, north, east, south, north, central, southeast, southwest, south. And we have to serve it around the presidency. Not only is it south, the north, south. No, we have to look at who have not been having opportunity to rule Nigeria and also give them an opportunity to rule Nigeria. That is the reason. That is the situation. Confusion when you say that
Labour, Peter Obi to be in PDP and become president because it has to be in South. It is confusion. Obi belongs to PDP. Let him come back to PDP. Northeast has not have a shot at presidency now that we are during this dispensation. So if Atiku has a shot at it, it's his right to be a president. That he does it. Concerning the fuel issue, they are just flying a kite to test the water. Whether Nigerians will allow them to increase the price of fuel further than what it is now. You know, they thrive on propaganda. Don't blame any marketer for what they are saying because they are the major operators.
Thank you.
And the NNPC is the importer. And you know the Port Harcourt refinery is about to come on stream. They want to make more money.
Thank you very much.
That is what the marketers are shouting.
Thank you. We appreciate you, Engineer Ani, for calling. Let me take this message briefly from Facebook, the platform that we're streaming. Like I've been announcing since the start of the show, we're streaming, and you can also drop your submission on there. We have a message on Facebook. Oᴘᴇᴜ Mɪᴄ Michael says, "Hello, Mainland FM. Please permit me to put Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on his toes. When I look at all of the massive projects that the governor himself has commissioned, which all have been done by the Chief of Staff to the President in person of Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, of which I'm proud to be associated with the constituency, I feel with the huge budget and amounts that Lagos State is generating, I feel that they should be able to see and enjoy more under this administration in the past 4 years than what they are getting as at this moment. On Atiku's political ambition, in 2027, I feel he has been too cold as an opposition party. There's a saying that heaven helps those who help themselves. Now, is this the time for him to stand as a viable and strong opposition party if he's really meant for this country? God bless Nigeria." Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Oᴘ̀tọ́yè. Thank you very much, Tèmítọ́pẹ́, for your message. We appreciate you. Hello.
God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, who wants it?
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, I'm coming from Tōpẹ́.
Welcome.
Yeah, I also can think people are just too hard on Atiku. I read a statement from the opposition that is nowhere Atiku mentioned that he is going to contest 2027 election. What Atiku actually says, he is going to lead the opposition, to tackle this government. And in any democracy, one of the positive of democracy is an opposition. Because you need a strong opposition to put the government on their toes so that they can even do what they're supposed to do, rather than to allow them to start opposition. This government needs strong opposition because the way things are going so far, we can say so bad, because Nigerians are crying, Nigerians are hungry, Nigerians are not happy. So I do believe that APC needs strong opposition, whether from PDP, whether from Labour Party, whatever, so that to make them do the needful, do the right thing, unless they do the right thing, this country we are going, to famine.
Sorry, did you listen from the start of the show during Trends in the Papers? Because I definitely spoke about how the spokesperson for Atiku in an interview confirmed that his principal would contest again in the presidential election in 2027. It's in the Punch newspaper. You should acquaint yourself with that information.
Well, so I read it from other outlets.
It's in Punch. In Punch. You should check it. His spokesperson, Daniel Bwala, said that in an interview. So, yeah.
Okay, then I think we shouldn't supposed to be even talking about 2027. What we're supposed to be talking about now is how to put the country in the right direction. The opposition should show the top opposition to the government so that the government will do the needful. But talking about 2027 in 2024, I think it is too early. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Hello. Hello, you're live. All right, call us back if you can. Hello, good morning to you. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the phone line. We apologize. Please call back. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. You can send a message via the Facebook platform on which we are streaming at the moment. I'm so sorry, tongue twisted there. We're streaming on Facebook, so you could definitely join us via that particular platform. Drop your submissions on there, and you could also reach us via WhatsApp. I'm going to read a few messages that we've gotten on WhatsApp. I think it's a little problem with the phone lines, but we're going to get on top of it, okay? Please call us 0913-6000-410. But until then, Please forgive me. Let's still go back to WhatsApp at this time. Now, top of the morning and Happy New Year to you, Sage and Fuad. In my humble and subjective opinion, the federal government and the armed forces are clearly complicit in the Plateau massacre and aiding the terrorists killing people there. They're displacing them from their ancestral lands. More than a week later, no single culprit has been arrested for prosecution or punishment, despite our formidable intelligence agencies. This is a clear handwriting on the wall. The persistent insecurity in Nigeria is an evidence of the failure and complicity of the government. Otherwise, why the recurrence with this undisguised impunity? God save us all. Thank you, Sage and Fuad. Leke from Alimosho. Thank you so very much, Leke, for your message. We appreciate you. I think we're back via the phones. Let's try. Hello. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we're back. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Charles from Facebook.
All right, nice to have you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I listened to Ryan's interview yesterday morning on the television station. That brother never said Atiku said he's going to contest. They asking question. If Atiku will contest, he said yes, Atiku have every right in 2027 to contest. If he wish to contest, that nothing stops him from contesting. And point is telling you people that Atiku said he's going to contest. They say he's going to lead an opposition to tackle this government. Is there anything wrong in that? Why people always taking on Atiku, Atiku this, Atiku is corrupt, Atiku is this. No court, nobody has taken Atiku to any court to indict him that he stole money from anywhere. The man has come out so fully. If you have anything against me about corruption, bring it up and take me to court. Let me go and defend myself.
Hold on, hold on. Let me quote what he said. And I think sometimes it's important that we play this voice message to take away all of this. I'm reading verbatim now. Sure, he would run. As to whether Atiku will contest, he says, sure, he would run. He has the capacity, he has the wisdom, he has the knowledge, and he has the energy. He's the president that we never had. That's exactly what he said. So I don't understand your interpretation. Okay, nothing else to say. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank God for another day.
That's
My
right.
name is
Nice to have you.
Let me say something. Both the people who are talking of 2027 and the people who are saying Atiku will run in 2027, what is our problem? You have a mandate. You have barely spent 1 year. You are already talking of 2027. I don't understand what is happening in this country. They said Tinubu is a politician. Yes, a very strategic politician. But what has he been able to do to our economy? He's a very strategic politician. In fact, he is the most calculated politician. And I cannot take that away from him. But what has he been able to put into the economy as we speak now? The Naira is precipitating. Where wants to go to 1,002, health facilities are not there, no education, nothing. So what is the politics that he knows how to play? What benefit has he benefited Nigeria? I see Atiku and Tinubu as the same thing. If they are saying Atiku is corrupt, what about Mr. President? So for me, all this matter of 2027, use the mandate that you have now. Let Nigerians see. We want Nigeria to be okay. We want Nigeria. We want to see where Nigeria will compete with other nations. We want to see the Kigalis of Nigeria. We want to see the Lɪdᴇ of Nigeria. I don't have anywhere to go. I keep on saying it. And if I'm happy and other Nigerians are not happy, that is selfishness. The other time the president went to the mosque, they said to see the retinue of convoy. So what are we talking about? If a good politician, let him come and put Nigerians now. But this one that they are saying is a good politician. Me, I don't understand. I beg. Morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much. Hello. 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 Okay. Please call us back if that is you. Hello.
Well, you cannot. Hello, good morning.
Yes. Good morning to you.
You see, he's a very good politician, though. But they cannot give us the good governance,
Please tell us your name, where you're calling.
It's Joe from Tağᴜ anyway.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, I'm going from what the last caller said. He's a good politician. and then we are suffering, eh? Hey, thank you. Good morning, Sage. I don't want to waste my time this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Oh, we have a woman.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I've been listening to your station, Mrs. Oᴘᴇᴜ from Barika.
Nice to have. Is this your first time calling?
I have been trying, but I couldn't get through.
Oh, it's
But
nice to
I
have
used
you.
to get your attention on another program, not on this one.
Right, welcome, welcome. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I thought Nigeria learned their lesson about trying to promote Tinubu. That is, this is based in the politics. It's politics Tinubu has been playing in this country. Is this the right politics that favor the country? No. And we don't want this type of politics again. They've been telling us Tinubu has structure. All the structure Tinubu has already exposed. Are we still going to praise him for that? Or still follow that type of structure that not play the country? That is killing the country. Look at what is happening in Lagos. They are saying Tinubu has created a local government and Obasanjo just stop it. That local government is still illegal up to today. And Obasanjo tell him to revert. He refused to revert. And people are still praising him for that. They are in power since 2015. The Obasanjo told him, follow the due process. And he refused to follow it. What the people are benefiting that 37 local government? They are just using it to rig election. And people are still praising him. I think we need to reason now and reason well for our own benefit. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And you too. Thank you. All of these things are allegations, and until they're proven, we cannot state it as a matter of fact. All right, but definitely we appreciate your contribution, and we're glad that you got through today. It would be nice to have more female callers on the show. For a fact, I don't like that it's men that have so much to say about these issues, right? So please, we encourage more female callers to definitely join the show if they have something to say. If you cannot reach us via the phone lines, please go to our Facebook platform. We're streaming right now. You can leave your message on there. I'll be more than happy to read those messages, or you can go to our WhatsApp platform as well. Send your message. I'll definitely read it, or you can even send a text message if you don't have the internet. This is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos is open mic Thursday, so call us and talk to us about any story that interests you. Let's go back to Facebook. Abdurrafiu Alabalakwe is on Facebook telling us that another killing in Chibok. Just few days ago, it was killings in Plateau State. This is another blow to Nigeria, despite the huge amount of money that is put so far into security to curtail the menace. Look, I want to use this medium to appeal to President Bola Tinubu. He should do everything that he can regarding security. Nigeria is good and ripe enough to have a state and community policing, and this must happen in Tinubu's time. It's quite unfortunate if most black populous nation in the world cannot get itself well organized regarding to security. Dear President, only solution to all of this incessant killing is to allow each community, each state, and each local government to have their own security outfit. If not, we will continue to report these killings here and there, even after the administration of Tinubu is over. So let the federal government dismantle this current conventional policing structure and allow the local government and state bring in their own form of a security structure. Yoruba says, Orusha Biogbemi, Shemi Biotibami. Nigerians are dying too much and it's not helping matters. Alaba Lakwe from Sabo Ijewu Nibaojo. Thank you so very much, Alaba Lakwe, and please forgive me. I know I'm Yoruba, so it's quite embarrassing that I murdered that proverb, but please forgive me. Let's go back to the phones. Hello. Hello? You're live.
Yes, good morning, Sage.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, I've been in here to you. I'm from Malaba.
Nice to have you. Go on.
Yes, my God to Mr. Ford.
Yes.
Honestly, I've listened to several callers today. The fact is just that, let me come in from this angle. I think Atiku is just a joker. He cannot stay at Dubai and be telling us that he will run 2027. It's not possible. He needs to play his own political game very well. At this time, we need him to stand as a strong opposition in this country. This government is too free. This Tinubu-led government is too free. They don't care about anything. We need a political party on the ground that will be tackling this government, that will be opposing, like Baba said, that has a dummy project how the budgets of Nigeria should be, not this bogus and outrageous budget they prepare for 2024. The thing is just that you need to come home, leave Dubai and come to Nigeria. We need him now. This is time to play the whole thing before 2027. Not that he will come a month to that. I'll be telling us not to vote for him. Nobody will do that. And on the corruption in this country, is our problem. I look at the lawmakers, the way they are, passing the budget, all those things. Where are we going? Our budget 2024 is too expensive. In fact, any foreign lender is supposed to give us a penny anymore. If we are actually putting things together, and we cannot still remind ourselves we are still in debt of the debt. What kind of country are we running? Day by day, we keep ourselves in the debt. Where are we going to run our economy? We need to wake up. What is our leader? The corruption is too much. We need to keep that menace. Until we get rid of it, we cannot move forward in this country. That's my day. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so very much. And that is our last call for this morning. Let's take the messages we have on WhatsApp. We have good morning crew. I would like to comment on the issue of the budget. The Senate and House of Representatives, the car parks was allotted billions. Are they dredging or building bridges on those car parks? Owen from Lagos. Okay. Thank you, Owen. Good morning crew, fellow Nigerians. I want you people to beware of governance in Nigeria because everything that they say is fake. They promised and all of the promises were fake. Anything they sign is probably fake. Everything about governance in Nigeria is fake. Mayor from Ikotun. All right, thank you very much for your perspective on the matter. Also here, good morning Sage. This is Lekon. You cannot build your house on lies. Dio from Fagba, thank you very much for your message. We appreciate you. We have another one here. Hi Mainland FM. On the I still try to wrap my head around the issues around production of crude and refinement. How can we have crude in the country and I still sell crude and buy refined crude at dollar conditional rates in the name of OPEC and IMF? Nigeria should be the one controlling the crude and not the West. Can the West control Russia on whom to sell and distribute gas and wheat to? Until we free ourselves from the enslavement and shackles of the West, we will not grow. On the killings in the North, until our governors and politicians try to not be politically inclined to look the other way of these killings, there will be more killings in the North. A message from Sean. Thank you very much, Sean, for your message. We have here... Okay, good morning, Sage. Can you compare Israel's government and the army and the Nigeria government? The Israeli government had promised to eradicate Hamas and their armies are doing that day and night. The data and statistics is theirs. They did not mix up their work with politics, doing eye service and propaganda with the citizens, unlike what we have here. All we do is ceremonial. We have to... All right, Daifon Fagba, thank you very much. I appreciate you for your message. Again, it's very hectic to edit your messages, quite crude. Anyways, good morning, Sage and Fuad. Atiku is joking. He can't stay in Dubai and tell us how he would contest in 2027. Atiku really needs to play his political game well. And on the issue of corruption in the country, it's a great problem. Our leaders are fantastically corrupt, and until we deal with this menace, honestly, it will be difficult for us to truly move forward. Finally, on the 2024 budget, it's mainly for the political class and not really for the masses. Damilola from Alaba is the author of that particular WhatsApp message. We have one here. Good morning, Sage, Babalola and Mr. Fuad. The docility of the Nigerian citizen is no doubt a major contributor towards how the mismanagement of public fund, lack of accountability, abuse of rule of law has been taken to another height in this country. Strong individuals rather than institutions have become the order of the day. Surprisingly, the reappointment of the NNPCL boss, Mele Kyari, is a good sign that the progress and development of this country is not the major concern of the administration. If it were the president's personal business, he would not have appointed or reappointed the personality of the NNPCL boss to manage his affairs. God bless Nigeria. My name is Said from Ifo. All right, thank you very much, Said from Ifo. And Larry Bashir says, good morning, Sage. I just want to acknowledge the receipt of the 1K recharge card I won on your station on the 1st day of January. I really appreciate it, and I wish your organization a fruitful and great 2024. Thank you so very much, Mr. Larry Bashir. We appreciate your listenership as well. And on that note, we have to say our temporary goodbye for Mainland Focus. Not to worry, we'll be back, of course, by 9:45 a.m. for Global View. Sage Babalola is my name. Please stick around.
Clock the time. Rock the groove. It's music extravaganza, where the